Hey guys, end of another month means it's time to give away a couple of little random things to a couple of random people. So we'll start with this person. We'll be sending you just some random samurai, sumo, ninja stickers. Again, we never know who we're sending these things to, how old you are or what you're into, or who's in your family. So we try and mix it up a bit, stuff for adults, stuff for kids, stuff for adults that are still like kids, stuff for kids that behave like adults, whatever. So we figure if we mix it up, there'll be something for everybody. So someone's going to like those stickers. Either you'll like them or you'll give them to someone who does, we guess. A non-smoking, we found some more no smoking signs. They tend to either be stickers or too small or too big, but these are the ones everybody wants. We get a message probably at least once a week from someone saying, would you mind sending us one of those? If we send you some money. This one, the no smoking one, and the toilet one. People want to put it on their toilets probably at home, on their toilet door. But yeah, everyone likes these. They're hard plastic, so they're a bit more substantial and the size is sort of right, so it's not too sort of annoying. The other ones are either too like stickers, a bit flimsy, or too big. But this is sort of just perfect, isn't it? So yeah, non-smoking, don't smoke. Don't smoke, it's bad for you, kiddies. 10,000 yen. Fake. Fan. This one is another shinobi, so it's another ninja one. So again, just a normal fan that we use here in summer. We actually do use these, and they're not really expensive. The idea is that you use them, and if you break them or lose them, it doesn't really matter. So it's not an expensive item, but they are really cool. They are really cool. So shinobi fan, ninja fan. English Friendly Japan sticker. You'll be the only person in your neighbourhood with one of those. Keyring, fake food keyring. So it's another sushi one. So it's some rice with some fish on top of it. Looks good enough to eat, doesn't it? That's a keyring for you. And then probably our favourite thing, two of these traditional Japanese style paper balloons. So they're just made of paper, very, very light paper, and they have a hole in them, which we find just fascinating. So you don't tie it off, you just blow it up, and then off you go. Hours and hours of entertainment for the whole family. No kidding. Yeah. You think that sounds a bit... You just sit and do this for a minute, and before you know it... Anyway, there's that. And then the best thing, obviously, our friends at Freedom Japanese Market are going to send you something that looks like this. A box of yummy things from Japan. So those of you who haven't heard about these guys before, they have a subscription system where you pay a certain amount a month, and these guys will send you a box of goodies from Japan. Or you can buy one-offs as well. They have one-offs that you can buy. Just buy a box and see if you like it, and then you decide if you want to subscribe or just buy another box now and again. So they're very good. They're good value. They tend to put the latest yummy thing in there, and also the popular yummy things in there. And they're pretty good value for what you get in the box. It's pretty generous. So, very good. Also, these guys give you guys one of these boxes every month. So we don't pay them anything for it, they just give it to us. And in return, if you guys want to buy anything like that from Japan, please buy it from them, because we want to support them as much as possible. If they can see you guys are actually buying these things from them, then they'll be happy to keep giving you the free one every month. So it's really good. All we do is we give them the person's name. Wait a moment. In this case, George. We're always careful not to give away people's personal information, so we always just give a first name, right, and usually a country. In this case, got to tell you this, George lives in George Street. George lives in George Street. They actually named the street after you, George. You must be something special, eh? So George lives in George Street in a city in Australia. So good on you, mate. Good on you, mate. Thank you, George. Thank you for your support. So Freedom Japanese Market, we will give them George's name, and then Freedom Japanese Market will send that box of goodies, or similar, something similar. They mix it up every month. So something similar to this, they'll send directly to George. And that's what we do every month. We just send them an email and say this month's winner is this person at this address, and they just send off a box of goodies to that person. So it's pretty generous, isn't it? It is pretty generous. So in return, if we can support them, that'll be really good. Okay, so that's George taken care of. George should be happy with that. And then the next one is the book, and the book is How to Do Stuff in Japan book. It will be a signed copy. We sign at the back here a little comment and a little signature, and thank you very much for your support type message. And we will send that to Marmon in the Philippines. Thank you very much for your support, Marmon. We appreciate that. Oh, just want to touch on this too. Recently, we've continued to have a bit of a problem. We'll send the book. People pledge on Patreon, monthly pledge, and then we send them the book and they cancel the pledge straight away. We've had that happen a few times, and it's not really how it's supposed to work. We suspect the people who do it really know. It's a monthly pledge, so to pledge a monthly pledge and then cancel it as soon as you get the book. One guy actually sent us a message and said, has my book been sent? And we answered and said yes, and straight away he cancelled his pledge. As soon as he knew his book was in the post on the way, he cancelled his pledge. And the book's $24.99. The actual book is $24.99, and the ebook is $8.99, $8.99. So to con us out of this book, by the time we pay postage and pay for the book and the postage on the book, obviously the reason that they're doing it is it's cheaper for them to pledge $20 a month and then get the book and then cancel the pledge. It's cheaper, right? So it's pretty rude, because obviously it's not how Patreon's supposed to work. The monthly pledge is supposed to be a monthly pledge. It's not a 1 month pledge. So, but we've had a few people do it. Another one recently pledged to $20 a month, and then as soon as we sent the book, reduced their pledge to $1 a month straight away. So they must have felt a little bit less guilty doing that, still having $1 pledge, but they reduced it as soon as they got their book. So unfortunately, we really like to just give people the benefit of the doubt, and what we did up until now is as soon as someone made the pledge, we sent them the book, because that was fulfilling our half of the thing. But now we know that there's so many people. At first we thought it was just 1 or 2 bad eggs, and we thought, oh well, there's always going to be someone who's going to try and milk the system, isn't there? Get a bit of something out of something. But we're disappointed that there's been actually a few people do it. So what we're doing now is we're going to wait 2 months. So Marmon actually pledged 2 months ago, and Marmon's actually has honoured her pledge and has paid her pledge for 2 months. So now we're sending her book. So it's really not the way we like to do things. We prefer to do the way things are done in Japan, is usually you do a nice thing for someone else and then they follow up by doing a nice thing to you. And that's the way we felt about this, is someone makes a nice pledge to us, then we like to send them the book in good faith straight away. But, obviously the way it's supposed to work is, if you want to buy the book, you can just buy it. There's a link under every video of how you can buy the book if you just want to buy it. And obviously that's the way that works, but the Patreon thing isn't for that. The Patreon thing is supposed to be that those 160 people on Patreon support the making of our YouTube videos. So it's not supposed to be like a raffle or a buying something thing. It's a patronage thing, isn't it? And of course the other 158 people seem to get that, but occasionally we get one of these other people that doesn't seem to understand, or does understand and is just, trying to sort of scam the system or something. I got the $24.95 book for $20, aren't I clever? Which is sort of pretty rough, because it actually costs a bit to send a book like this around the world, to the other side of the world. So, 24, the book costs us just over 20. The postage is just over 10. So anyway, there's that. So to you guys who I'm sending books to, I'm sorry that we have to wait. We just have to wait 2 months until we know that the pledge has been honoured 2 times, and then we'll send the book. And then if they cancel after that, well, that's fine. They can do that if they want to do it. They have to live with themselves, don't they? To the rest of you, thank you so much. in fairness, most of the people have been wonderful. You know, you guys are so generous, and you make your pledges, and then we send you the book, and then people win prizes, and we send you the prizes, and then those people in the spirit of the thing continue to support us, and that's wonderful. You know, and that's such a warm feeling. It really motivates us to keep making the videos when we know people are so keen for us to continue. You know, it's not just the money. I mean, of course, the money pays the bills. We've got kids and babies in the house and all sorts of things that we have to feed and clothe, and we've got jobs to do and work to go to. So having that support allows us a little bit of free time each week. Well, not free time, but a little time each week to make the videos, you know, and we're just so grateful for that. We really, really are to you guys, you know. Thank you so much for your support. So we don't want this other stuff. We've been trying to ignore this other scammy stuff because we didn't want it to spoil the warm, fuzzy feelings that we get from you guys. But you know, we can't keep ignoring it, because if we keep getting ripped off, it's silly, isn't it? You know, let it happen 2 times or 3 times is okay, but to let it continue every month, keep getting ripped off, is just silly, isn't it? So that'll put an end to that. So anyway, if you pledge over $20 a month, one of these will be on the way. The rest of you don't know how this works. The lower pledges are the people that go. Everybody that pledges over $5 a month goes in the running for these giveaways, and it's the people that pledge over $20 a month that get a book. Everyone. It's not a draw thing. Everybody who pledges over $20 a month gets a signed copy of the book. So interesting. There's actually another group of people. When you sign up for Patreon, it actually says, do you want the rewards? There's actually another group of people, I want to mention again, who when they sign up say they don't want anything, which is pretty generous. I mean, that really is in the spirit of patronage, isn't it? And so when they sign up, they say, it says, do you want to be, I can't remember how it's worded, but you know, do you want to be up for the giveaway things, or for the prizes things, or the giveaway things? And there's a lot of people that say no. There's a whole page on Patreon when we go through all the patrons. There's a whole page of here's all the people that say they don't want anything from you. And some of those people are really generous as well. It's just that's really warm and fuzzy. So thank you again to those people. I mean, thank you to everybody. And those people who want to be in the draw for these things, totally understand. We love these things too. But to that other little group there who say, no, we don't want anything, thanks, here's some support. That's really good. Thank you very much. And again, the money helps pay the bills and feed the baby, but the actual support is a warm fuzzy that keeps us motivated to keep making videos. You know, I mean, we like making the videos anyway, but when you know there's some people that are so keen to see them that you'll actually support us making them, that's amazing. So that really helps motivate us. I mean, it's been 7 years now or something, and almost 3,000 videos. The next week it'll be 3,000 videos. But that support we get from you 160 people, that's why we're still doing it. The truth is, logistically, if we didn't have the support of you 160 people, we wouldn't be doing it. We just couldn't do it because, you know, we've got family to support. We'd have to be off working an extra 20 hours a week instead. So, or more, probably more, 30 hours. Oh God, we'd be at work all the time basically. So it's because of you guys we can keep doing it, so thanks very much. Oh, sorry. Okay, number two, next person. Fake food, it's a shrimp, fish on rice, but this one's actually a fridge magnet. So we like these too. We got some of these on our fridge, holding up drawings and finger paintings and things. So fridge magnet, or a filing cabinet magnet, or a computer tower magnet or something. I can hear the nerds saying, don't put magnets on your computer tower. Yeah, okay, don't put it on your computer tower. One piece, it's a phone strap, but you can put it on anything, of course. People here put them on their phones, put them on their bags, put them on anything at all that you want to hang a one-piece thing off. Fan, sort of need one at the moment actually. Hot, steamy day today in Japan. Well, not so hot, steamy. And this one's that classic, you know, that artist that does the big wave. His artwork usually has a wave, has the big wave and Mount Fuji in it. So it's that art, which again is a beautiful thing. English Friendly Japan sticker. Oh, shuriken, look at this. Paper shuriken. A little kid actually made that. Little paper shuriken. We should actually show you how to make these actually. They're pretty cool. Kids love them. Kids make them and then throw them at each other. There's that. And 10,000 yen. Fake. Oh, here it is. Here's the toilet sticker. Okay. The toilet sticker. And then another one of them. The sumo and the ninja and the samurai and everybody. Why is the ninja carrying cake? No idea. And then the best of all, 2 of the paper balloons. Sounds like an excuse to play with it a bit more. That's going to Randall. Randall lives in North Carolina in the USA. Randall, thank you very much for your support. Really appreciate that. And this stuff will actually probably be on its way to you before you actually watch this video. So it'll take a week or so to get to you probably. So again, oh yeah, before I forget, you Patreon people, please make sure your addresses are correct. Just click on the something right corner of your page on Patreon and just make sure that your addresses are correct, because we keep getting stuff back. We send these things away, go, yay, there it goes, bye, that's done. And then it appears again 2 weeks later, comes back because the address was wrong, or the postman couldn't find you, or you're in jail or something. No one's been in jail. Sorry, I'm sorry. So please make sure your addresses are correct so I can send you some stuff. I broke it. Okay. Thank you very much for your support, you guys. You're really good. We really appreciate it. As they get older, these ones, see, it's all wrinkly. The new ones are sort of crispy. So when you blow on a new one, they go and very firm. There we go. But this one, we've been playing with this one so much that it's gone all wrinkly and soft. And it makes them harder to blow up, and it also makes them collapse more slowly. But isn't it more quickly? Isn't it interesting? It's got that hole in it, and every time you hit it, it does lose a little bit of air. But you can basically play with it for a long time before you have to give it a top up. Pretty clever, isn't it? And they've been playing it with these in Japan forever because they were made with rice paper and rice glue, and that was it. So it's basically paper folding, isn't it? So you just get all these triangles of paper and then glue them all together with a hole at the top, and you've got the balloon. So they've been doing this for goodness knows hundreds of years in Japan. Traditional toy. You sort of see why, really. Anyway, there it was. Thanks again, everybody. Really appreciate the support. More videos coming soon.